All right, if you're from Illinois, you got to watch this video. If you're especially going to vote in the Illinois GOP gubernatorial primary. So everybody knows Joe Severino is a Democrat. He's a retard. He's a narcissist. He's a pathological liar. But you're going to see how creepy he is. I finally got all these, most of these songs. He created these MTV-like music videos where he entered in all the words, and they're creepy. When my mother and wife heard this, wanted to get the cameras and guns out because this guy is so fucking weird. Now, keep in mind, he said he's running for governor after running as an independent and a Democrat. He got 200 votes in his last election as an independent. Nobody wants him. It's not just a Republican thing. The Democrats, independents don't want him. He's a known weirdo. He's been known weirdo from when he said he grew up in Cicero, which he didn't. People in Lombard, the people in his neighborhood put out a warning. Don't support him. The guy is a nutball. All his money comes from out of state. He said he had this big grassroots following and he had all his signatures. I'm filing against him to get him off the ballot. You're supposed to have 5,000 signatures. From a safe perspective, you should get 10. He only had 7,000, and less than 2,000 were collected by his own internal organization. He had to pay people from outside the state. There was like close to 8 or so that were staying in Des Plaines, from Texas, Arizona, California. It's all on the list that I have about his signatures. So the guy's a liar. He's a joke. He claims that he had a Harvard degree. He graduated from Harvard. He got a certificate, a business certificate that you just pay for. That's it. He never went to college. He doesn't have any college degrees. I'm assuming he has a high school degree. No associate, no bachelor's, no legal JD like he claims on his LinkedIn site. He lied about that. Talks about his business acumen. Well, he had a valet parking business. Give him credit for that, right? He hired a bunch of illegals. He likes to talk about America first. He had a bunch of legal Mexicans working for him. Lost the business. Filed for bankruptcy. He actually went bankrupt in 2022. And remember, this guy said he's going to run the state of Illinois. He's the best candidate in 50 years. I mean, this guy belongs in a mental institute. Doesn't have a job. He said he's at an investment company just as a placeholder to pretend he's doing something. He does not. I mean, have him show his investments. He's running for governor. Have him show his investments. Then he lies, about being a MAGA supporter, right? So he works with Antifa. He threatens about writing stories in the Southern Poverty Law Center, that George Soros funded organization, which is crazy. Big Black Lives Matter supporter. We've showed all this stuff, right? It's out there on the internet. Ran as an independent and a Democrat. I mean, Jesus Christ. Now he said he's the best thing, Mr. MAGA, even though he was an ever-Trumper in 2016. So watch these videos. You got to watch these videos. They're disgusting. He said that I served 9 years in federal prison. Bullshit. I did get in trouble 35 years ago. All you guys know that. Never got in trouble for steroids. I did them, but I wasn't selling them. But I got in trouble with drugs and possession of explosives 35 years ago. Haven't done anything wrong. Now he's saying that my headsets that I use to talk on the phone, I work for Joe Biden and they're connected to the FBI. I mean, this is how crazy this guy is, really. You got to watch this if you're going to vote for the primary. Then he goes after Emily Cahill. She's another grassroots leader. Really nice girl. She beat drug addiction 8 years ago. Severino called her, wanted her endorsement. She said no. So he said he's going to go after her and destroy her reputation from 8 years ago. This guy's supposed to be Republican, right? He did the same thing about me. I'm going to cancel you. I'm going to cancel anybody if you don't endorse me and support my campaign. I told him to go fuck himself, right? So that's why he came after me so heavily. But think about this. I'm not supporting any of his competitors. I'm not running against him. Emily's not running against him. He went after so many other different people, which makes no sense. Well, now we heard that he's meeting with Democrats. We've always thought that. Now we have some certainty that he has been backed by Democrats to disrupt the party. He even said in a text message, I'll try to put it up here, he doesn't even care about winning his race. This is back in April. I'm going to fix the Republican Party, which is code. He's trying to destroy the shitty party that we have left. So watch these videos, listen to him. He typed every single word into these music videos. All the crazy shit he says about me. He also, in one of them, he said he was a gift from God. He said he was a gift from God. This is how cults get made. Him, Max Rice, Rocio Cleveland's running for, they're all wacky nut jobs that belong in a mental institute or drug rehab. You got to listen to these videos. If you're from Illinois, they're creepy, scary, and concerning. No one that runs for the governor of any state should be this fucking weird and write this shit. I thank God I got access into his account to show everyone of what he made about 4 or 5 months ago. You didn't expect this to come out. The guy's a fucking whack job. Sorry, I forgot to mention something very, very important. So you're going to hear Severino. They tried to have me arrested twice. So when he started going after my job, my family, saying I was a gay stripper, he went on LinkedIn. He went after my brand new executive, CEO, CFO, COO, our customers. He started tagging them, saying I was a gay stripper, I was in prison, I was an informant. He even lied and said I used the N-word. He lied and said I attacked a woman who was arrested when I was taking a reporter from the Epoch Times to one of those Venezuelan shelters, and this woman assaulted me, slapped my phone twice, broke it because they didn't want any of the reporters to film the Venezuelans, right? The woman got arrested, mug shots, charged, had to go to court, had to pay me $300 for breaking my phone. Severino said I assaulted her, I attacked her, I started her. It's all bullshit. I mean, the guy lies about everything, but you got to understand, I filed the order of protections first from my home because he wouldn't stop going after me, my job, and trying to harass my employers. And then I went in Schaumburg, which is Cook County, not DuPage. I filed there as well because he started putting my executives' photos on LinkedIn and tagging our customers. So the guy's crazy. And why is he spending so much time against somebody that has nothing to do with his campaign or his competitor's campaign? So yes, I'm going to do everything to fucking expose this piece of shit, pathological, narcissistic, lying, scumbag Democrat. Remember, he's working with the Democrats. That's why he's going after grassroots people that have a big mouth and platform in the state. He's doing that for Pritzker and the Democrats. We have nothing to do with his campaign. The Republicans that run our party suck. They're useless. There's no reason to go after him. He's being paid by the Democrats, without a doubt.
It's working throughout our beautiful state here. Will County, they have Emily Cahill, convicted meth dealer, unscrupulous crimes, runs Protests of Protesters, which optically looks to be a conservative organization. It's not. They put these political operatives and criminal informants in leadership positions to observe and report on good people. I'm fighting all of these snakes for you. In DuPage County, we have Terry Newsom, did 9 years in federal prison for selling cocaine and steroids, selling explosives. He was at January 6th with a bulletproof vest on. He's the only one that didn't get arrested with an explosives background, but yet, even though he danced at LGBTQ bars, he runs a parents group protesting books, the porn books. County, they have Emily Cahill, convicted meth dealer, unscrupulous crime.
Hey y'all, I figured I would hop on here and give a little explanation since I'm the subject of that man's video. As most of you know, I am open and honest about my recovery, and this man is trying to shame me into silence. He reached out to me in mid-April asking for my endorsement, and when I wouldn't give it to him, he then started screaming at me that I was a prostitute, a drug dealer, using crimes that happened when I was a child. He has gone on and on and on and on, and we're almost a month into him announcing, and he hasn't even done one fundraiser. He hasn't even filed his paperwork, but yet he has time to sit here and make fun of me, who is in recovery. I'll answer any questions you guys have. I can give...
Terry Newsom, you know, I said it before, a government informant, just a disgusting human. With Terry Newsom and his hair plugs, and talk about what an odd individual I am for, 45 minutes on a show that literally 2 people watch. And by the way, thank you. Share this video. Please share this video. Here's an interesting thing. So Terry Newsom, he had all his Facebook accounts taken down. Literally on X right now, on Twitter, if he puts up a post, it's like 2 people even like it. He's been rendered he's so ostracized by the Republican community.
Someone said the Democrats are taking down the live.
It's not Democrats, folks. Democrats are the least of the worry. It's bad acting Republicans that are corrupt. Terry Newsom, William Rubel, this pathetic, he's the guy I told in the video to take a bath that was recording me. I'm going to post it, by the way. It's hysterical. Who else is there? Valo Jada, Jim Lanham out of Will Flat. In the meantime, he's using government stool pigeons and informants to go to the police station and file false police reports against me. This is what it's like when you run with value. And I'm fighting. They're trying to have me arrested. That's not an exaggeration. 4 times they've tried to have me arrested. They're trying to have some kind of protection orders against me because I'm putting videos out. And I'm telling you the truth. This is going to be the most transparent candidacy that Illinois has seen since it was established or incorporated. I'm the best candidate for governor that Illinois has seen in 50 years. Because we put a very comprehensive package together for the media, so we'll see who gets the last laugh. But you saw in real life what's happening here. You can't be afraid to battle the
Sheriff James Mendrick is weaponizing Emily Cahill, a former prostitute, meth dealer. Famous for hiding meth in her rectum. And Terry Newsom, a former cocaine and steroid dealer, who served 9 years in prison to spread lies about me, claiming I'm a drug addict despite my gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, alcohol-free lifestyle and daily workouts, all to sabotage my presumptive nomination in the Illinois gubernatorial race. I've learned Newsom, who's being canceled with no real following, and cries over his podcast partner leaving him, has tried to have me falsely arrested twice, including today while collaborating with a pedophile named Valo Jada, and others tied to illicit activities. He's also facilitating H-1B visas for immigrants while posing as an opponent of illegal immigration. Backed by Richard Porter and Metrics, Newsom's defamatory social media attacks, which I've screenshot, are part of a corrupt collusion in Illinois politics, where he acts as a government informant in an organized ring. I'm suing Newsom and anyone who agrees, shares, or comments on his post. And when he was caught crying to the police, an officer told me he didn't even know Mendrick, exposing their weak conspiracy against my truthful leadership. Newsom tried to disparage my Harvard education and alumni status. The fact that I passed the California Baby Bar and diminished my business acronym of 30 years as a successful entrepreneurial leader. There's an article coming out detailing who Terry is in his past. I am unequivocally and unambiguously denying the fact that I do any drugs and willing to take a drug test, as this defamatory statement is damaging to my reputation. As a principal of a private equity company of which the reputation and success is predicated upon clear thought and incapacity in managing my company. Why is another criminal informant, Emily Keyhill, known prostitute and meth dealer, working with Terry Newsom, the government informant cocaine dealer, trying to attack me? Why is Tom DeVore joining them? Because I'm fighting for you. Did DeVore get differential treatment in his ARDC case? Along with the letter drafted by Richard Porter for leniency, in cahoots after DeVore abused his client relationship with the women. Those in Porter care that a woman was abused by DeVore, and why did Porter shrug it off? Since when do men fight women, Richard? Are you gonna be swimming against them next? Why was Terry Newsom at the Capitol, early sweeping the ground? On January 6th, with government informants, the Proud Boy leader was an informant. He claimed he supposedly just met while wearing a bulletproof vest and gloves. Yet with Terry being a felon for selling explosives and doing 9 years in prison, the police never asked him if he knows who planted the pipe bomb. Why is he around Republicans? Why is Richard Porter and Sheriff Mendrick weaponizing Terry? They don't want me bringing you the truth. They want to control the election and hide corruption. I don't need this fight, you do. And I'm doing it in your behalf. After exposing pedophilia lovers in our Republican Party yesterday, Terry Newsom has been on a rampage against me because he works for Biden operatives as a snitch, and I'm blowing his cover. Also, each county has an operative that observes and reports the behaviors of conservatives in Illinois. My personal opinion is Mickey Scurvo of McHenry County is such an operative. After questioning him about being either a current or retired undercover police officer, He banned me from all communication. When Max Rice asked him, he threatened to call the police and press harassment charges against just for asking a question. Now they try to diminish my experience. I'm an 100% Harvard Business School alumni. And I sat and passed the nation's most difficult bar exam, and I will match my legal knowledge against any attorney and will challenge Keith Brent to illegal debate on Zoom for the world to see, as this statement was made to him. Do not allow the protectors and prophetic wannabe profiteers and government informing direct the narrative in Illinois any longer. Today, I will start putting live videos out. Avoid Terry Newsom and Michael Scornabacco at all cost.
Joe is doing way more for the people of Illinois than any win. He's truly for the people. The clowns attacking him are grossly corrupt individuals with no moral compass whatsoever. The power and wealth belongs back to the people, and Joe will make sure it gets there. People are sick and tired of all of the suffering. I believe Joe was sent by God to save this corrupt state. Show some respect, because he truly didn't need this fight. He's sacrificing so much to help
All right, folks. So, for those of you from Illinois, especially Republicans, please share this video. This guy's a fucking whack job. Think about it. He's supposedly running for governor. Why is he attacking me and other people that have nothing to do with his campaign, nothing to do with his competitor's campaign? He's trying to go after vocal activists that attack the left and disrupt our party. And then what person that's running for governor that talks about all his degrees and stuff, of which he has 0 degrees, 0, right, makes these crazy music videos? He made these 4 months ago. If I didn't get access into, none of us would ever know. That's creepy ass shit, man, to type up all that stuff and make those types of videos and all these crazy allegations and lies. This guy's a sick fucking bastard that needs to be put in a mental institute. Maybe that's why he's making a good politician, right? So please, if you're from Illinois, share this video. Tell people about this sick bastard, that we can't have any more crazy whack jobs in office in Illinois. It's already too fucked up. Thank you.
How come nobody takes me seriously when I tell them I'm running for governor? I get it. I just ran as an independent and a Democrat. Yes, I support BLM. So is that a problem? I forgot that in 2016 I was a never-Trumper. Nobody is perfect. Since I have no supporters, I had to hire people from out of state to gather my signatures. I understand I'm a pathological liar, but trust me, this time, I'm not a fake MAGA.